and Germany. Now this is very late, as in I'm recording this on Friday morning, and England play Italy tonight, Friday evening, in the Nations League, as I said. But we're going to get into this because the team that played Italy in the World Cup final, so the European Cup final, my bad, not so long ago, was it like 12 months ago, whenever it was, it has it changed a lot? Well, I guess it has in the respect, I don't think it has in the respect we brought better players in or young exciting players in or whatever, but I think it's changed in the respect that some of the players we could rely on during that tournament have taken a bit of a step back to an extent. So we're going to get into that. I want to have a look at this lineup. So just off the top of my head, the players like step back wise from back then, I think on current form, starting goal Pickford, he was an average club then, he still is now, still putting off some good saves. Kyle Walker's getting older, obviously. Trent back then had a better claim to be in that team because he was just kicking us back then, but these days defensively he's been really shown up. Trippier, yeah, it's good to have him back in the Premier League. Luke Shaw, wow, I think he's played, him and Harry Maguire have played a combined total of 40 minutes I think since the game against Brighton when United got battered at the start of the season, or the second game in. So I mean, we was able to rely on Luke Shaw back then. I seen somebody the other day saying, like a report, saying, I think it's Paul Merson actually, saying how does Luke Shaw get into the team? And I'm in agreement, he shouldn't be in the England team. But he said, look, he shouldn't get in the England team because we have in obviously like Ben Chilwell, Kieran Trippier, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Reece James, Kyle Walker. I was seeing everything, okay, all you've done there is name one left back in Ben Chilwell. I get that, what's his name is a complete left back, Trippier can, but the only natural left back there apart from Luke Shaw is Ben Chilwell. Chilwell's just come back from injury, finding his form again for Chelsea. Luke Shaw's not in form, he's not playing to have any form. Harry Maguire can't get a game at United on a regular basis and his confidence is probably shot right now. Tyrone Mings, who's a regular for England back then, isn't a regular anymore for Villa week in, week out. He was wasn't until their new signing, is it Carlos? I think it's Carlos. Carlos something, whatever, got injured for Villa and now Mings is back in the team, I believe. Midfield, Declan Rice, still doing alright. Calvin Phillips has moved to City, so he's not playing regular, plus he's getting, he's had a bit of an injury that's kept him out for a while. So neither of those things really help. Jack Grealish isn't the same player he was when he was in the England team and he was exciting. He was allowed to be exciting. Now he's playing in a very strict line-up and set up for Man City. Harry Kane is still doing it. Phil Foden, is he pushed on? I don't watch City week in, week out for a reason, because the Man City. But I don't know if Phil Foden's pushed on or not, or is he still at the same level? Sterling has gone to Chelsea, where I think that'll help him out. I think we'll get a better Sterling than we would have done if he'd stayed at City. I think we'll get a better one at the World Cup. Mason Mount, I mean, I don't watch Chelsea week in, week out, but I do see highlights and match of the day. I really don't think Mason Mount has pushed on from the bits I've seen. James Ward-Prowse is still in and around there. Harry Kane's obviously still banging in the goals. Rashford's he's finding his form a bit now, but he had like a good 12 to 18 months of bad form. Sancho finally found a bit of form, but he's not been included in the team. Like in this Nations League one anyway, which doesn't bode well for the World Cup if you ask me. Bloody hell. Jose Mourinho is in the new Stormzy video. What the hell? They're showing it on Sky Sports News and Jose Mourinho is in that. That's just quite funny to see. Anyways, let's get on to the Nations League team. As I was saying now, it does feel to me as though we're taking a big step back. The England team has, and I really don't expect us to get past the quarter-finals at the World Cup with this team. So our squad for the Nations League that we've called up, Pickford's injured, so we've got Dean Henderson, Nick Pope, Aaron Ramsdale. Out of the three, Pickford's definite to go to the World Cup. I think you'll be looking at Ramsdale and Nick Pope, because Forest's form is pretty awful, and on top of that you have to consider if they're not playing very well, they're probably conceding goals, and that don't look good on Henderson. Defenders been called up for the Nations League: Trent, Ben Chilwell, Connor Cody, Eric Dyer back in the team, and he deserves it. To be fair, Tottenham been pretty bloody good with him in there. Mark Gay of Palace, Reece James, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, John Stones, Fikayo Tomori, Kieran Trippier and Kyle Walker. So we are able to take, I think it's a 25-man team. I think it gets wheeled down to 23. I believe that's correct. Let's assume it's 23. I guess the free keepers are going to be, in my opinion, Pope, Ramsdale and Pickford. Okay, that's your three goalkeepers. That leaves us with a 20-man team to pick. I'm pretty sure that's correct, 23-man squad. Okay, out of these defenders that have been, we're only talking about the players that have been picked here really. Unless there's one or two injuries that we know of that I think will be included. Okay, so defender-wise, we've got a 23-man squad, 20 players left to pick. I think, he's gone quite heavy on defenders. If you think about it, for a Nations League couple of games, he's picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, bloody hell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think 12 defenders. 12 defenders for 2 Nations League games is bonkers. And yet in the midfield we've only picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 midfielders, but 12 defenders. Crazy talk. Anyway, I'd take Trent, but I don't think I'd play him as a right back. I'd probably put him on right midfield. Chilwell, yes. Eric Dyer on current form, yes. Reece James, yes. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Kyle Walker, obviously, Trippier, yes, that is 6. John Stones, yes, that's 7. I'd take Maguire just for his experience, that's 8. And I'd be playing Trippier as a left back or a backup left back. I'd probably leave Luke Shaw out because the bloke isn't playing, and he's a player who performs on confidence, so to speak. So if he's playing regular and playing well, you get the better Luke Shaw. A Luke Shaw that's not playing, that's underconfident, you don't get a very good version of him. So that is 11 players, 8 defenders, 3 goalkeepers. Midfield we have Jude Bellingham, Mason Mount, Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice, James Ward-Prowse. Out of them, I know that we class like kind of players that can drop into midfield as forwards. I guess like your Saka and your Grealish and Foden, but they are mainly forwards, aren't they? But out of them 6 midfielders, passes, defence splitting passes not regular. Mason Mount out of form and not really pushed on, and Jude Bellingham, great player. But again, I mean, this is what we are relying on at a World Cup. And then we have the forward. Also, out of them midfielders, I would take all of them because, let's be honest, we do have a lot of options. Is there any that are missing that could go? Henderson's injured. I wouldn't take him though. I mean, he's got experience, but Christ, sometimes you just have to take a chance on younger players. I mean, Smith Rowe, Arsenal has been doing well. He's not playing week in, week out, is he? I've just top mate. I'm struggling to think any English midfielders that are kicking ass in the Premier League right now that deserve to get in there. I'd have to have a look at a list of the English midfielders realistically and say, yeah, he's playing well or he's not, etc., etc. But forwards, we have Tammy Abraham of Roma. Yeah, he should be in there. I think he's doing business again for Roma. He did last season anyway. Jared Bowen, no, he shouldn't be. Last season's form, not a problem. This season's form, not good enough. Earlier in the season, Jared Bowen has not been good enough for West Ham. Phil Foden, yeah, obviously he's got to be in there. Harry Kane, goes without saying really, don't he? Jack Grealish, no. He had one half of a good game against Wolves the other day, scored in like the first minute. Other than that, what has he done to deserve a place in the England team? In the whole time he's been at Man City. So let's put this into consideration. If Jadon Sancho can be considered, his first season can be considered a flop at Man United. This has now been his second season. He started to kick on this season. But his first one was a massive flop. He's not in the England team now. You cannot tell me Jack Grealish has been a success at Man City and deserves to be in there now. I'm not having it at all. He has not been a success in the slightest. But there he is in the team. Harry Kane, like I said, goes out saying Saka. I've watched Arsenal a couple of times this season and he's not been as good for me anyway as what he has been last season or the season before. I'd still take it to a World Cup, but I hope he finds his form again soon. Raheem Sterling, yeah, he's going to kick on at Chelsea now, he's the main man. And Ivan Toney, the only addition to this squad, new addition I'm excited about. I mean, there's no other really new addition to Jared Bowen now. I don't even get any game time over these two matches. But Ivan Toney, I'm very excited to see. I mean, I would not be against, hear me out here, I would not be against taking Danny Welbeck. I said it, there you go. Not instead of Ivan Toney, or Harry Kane obviously, but maybe instead of one of them defenders. It's just an idea. Danny Welbeck's form for Brighton has been really good. Not scoring week in, week out, but he's done it at an international level. He knows what he's doing. I think there's a lot of strange things that could happen than giving Danny Welbeck a go. He's just in the professional squad. Because we're not blessed with strikers in England. We're blessed with great attacking players, but not great strikers. Obviously Kane. Ivan Toney's very good. But yeah, in terms of the rest of the squad though, like who might be like a surprise inclusion, I don't think there's that many ripping uppers in the Premier League. Harvey Elliott's been rumoured. I can't stand the kid. That is such a little shit. I don't want to anywhere near the England team, but what can you do if he gets called up? He gets called up. Curtis Jones has fallen off a cliff. His injuries and his form, and nowhere near the team anymore. sure he's English, and he is a colossus for Wolves. I'd have him in there to give him a shot. I mean, Christ, you're giving it like Mark Guay game, etc., etc. You tell me Max Gilman doesn't deserve a chance? As if he's English, I'm pretty sure he is. In my opinion, he does. But hey, what do I know? Anyway, guys, that's been my video. I'll do a proper World Cup previews, all that stuff, and squads and all that waffle near to the time. But like 4 weeks off or something before he has to name his provisional squad, Gareth Southgate, so not long now. Anyway, take it easy, guys. Let me know who'd been your welcome squad as of right now on